live from the British Colonial Hilton Hotel, Dare to be Great, with Master Motivator, Spence Finlayson.
Good evening and welcome to Dare to be Great. We have a great show lined up for you tonight. We're going to start off with an entrepreneur in the person of Mr. Stephen Greenslade, the president and CEO of ICS Security Concepts. Give him some love tonight. And then we're going to move into the law. We're going to deal with our very own Magistrate Ancella Williams. Give us some love tonight. Tonight I want to talk about life is a theater. Life is truly a theater. Not everyone is healthy enough to have a front row seat in our lives, and that's right. There's some people in your life that need to be loved from a distance. It's amazing what you can, they need to be loved from a distance. It's amazing what you can accomplish when you let go of, or at least minimize your time with draining negative people. You know, I run from negative people for dear life. I say, excuse me, coming right back. Because they will steal your dreams and sap your energy. Observe the relationships around you, folks. Pay attention. Which ones lift you and which ones drain you? Which ones encourage you and which ones discourage you? Which ones are on a path of growth uphill and which ones are going downhill? When you leave certain people, do you feel better or worse? Which ones always have drama or don't really understand or appreciate you? The more you seek quality, respect, growth, peace of mind, love and truth around you, the easier it will become for you to decide who gets to sit in the front row and who should be moved to the balcony of your life. And that's right? Yeah, man. And that's why I want you to know, if you cannot change the people around you, then change the people who you are around. That's right? Remember that the people we hang out with will have an impact on both our lives and our income. Oh, man. We should not share our dreams with negative people. We should not do that. Now, I want to know tonight, did you know that an eagle knows when a storm is approaching long before it breaks? An eagle knows when a storm is approaching long before it breaks. The eagle will fly so high to a high spot and wait for the winds to come. When the storm hits, it sets its wing so that the wind will pick it up and lift it above the storm. While the storm rages below, the eagle is soaring above it. The eagle does not escape the storm. It simply uses the storm to lift it higher. It rises on the winds that bring the storm. When the storms of life comes upon us, and all of us would experience them, we can rise above them by setting our minds and our belief toward God. The storms do not have to overcome us. We can allow God's power to lift us above them. God enables us to ride the winds of storm that brings sickness, tragedy, failure, and disappointment in our lives. We can soar above the storm. Remember, it's not the burdens of life that weigh us down. It's how we handle them. And that's right? Yes. I'm going to leave you with this. Somehow we always praying to God for things. You find yourselves doing that? Yeah? Look at someone right now next to you and shake their hand and say, prayer changes things. Prayer changes things. Prayer changes things. That's right, brother. Yes, Brother Kendrick, prayer changes things. Now, you know, we always pray for certain things in our lives. We ask God for strength, and God gives us the difficulties that make us strong. We ask for wisdom, and God gives us the problems to solve. We ask for prosperity, and God gives us a brain and a brawn to work. We ask for courage, and God gives us the dangers to overcome. We ask for love, and God gives us troubled people to help. We ask for favors, and God gives us opportunities. And that's right. See, we receive nothing we wanted, but we receive everything we needed. God bless you as you live your best life now.
The most magnificent life has ever been. Here is heaven and earth and the brilliant sky in between. Blessed is this life, and I'm gonna celebrate being alive. Blessed is this life, and I'm gonna celebrate being alive.
At Virgo Car Rental, there's only one number to remember, $49.99. Choose from compact or mid-sized cars, and they're all just $49.99. And passenger vans that are $69.99. Also, with daily, weekly, and monthly rates available, you can enjoy even more savings. Visit us at any one of our convenient locations or enjoy our courtesy shuttle pickup and drop-off service to all hotels and airports. Virgo Car Rental. It's where you drive the best for less.
Good evening and welcome to Dare to Be Great. My guest this evening is Mr. Stephen Greenslade, the President and CEO of ICS Security Concepts Bahamas. Welcome to Dare to Be Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to have you here. Yes. Mr. Greenslade, tell us tonight, what is ICS Security Concepts?
ICS Security Concepts is a subsidiary of ICS of the Bahamas Company Limited.
Okay.
ICS Security Concepts provide security services for the general public, a wide range of security services, which includes personal security, physical security, officers in uniform on premises, investigative services, and a host of other aspects of security.
Now, Mr. Greenslade, you know, there are so many security companies in the Bahamas today. I mean, I guess from every time you look around, there's some new people in the business. What makes your company totally different from the competition?
Well, Spence, you know, at ICS, we take pride in what we do. We strive for excellence.
Yes, sir.
We empower our employees, our associates to strive for excellence as well. And I think what really sets us apart is our vision.
Give the man some love, the vision.
Thank you. Our vision for the security services sector in the Bahamas. We envision the security services sector to evolve to a point that we can supplement law enforcement for the police force.
Makes a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense. Speaking of the police force, you were a former police officer.
Yes, I was.
Now, how did this prepare you for this career that you're in right now? How did your time at the police force prepare you for this career?
Well, my time in the police force prepared me very well. I spent 6 years in the force, working in various divisions, Central Division, working on the court guard, Traffic Division as a speed cop. A short time in the CID department on attachment, and various other divisions. So I gained a whole broad spectrum of experience as a police officer, which gives me the ability to function as a security expert.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And also to impart knowledge to those who come under my tutelage, if you will.
Yes, sir. Give him some more love. Give the man some more love. Now, Mr. Greenslade, there's a saying that management is getting things done through people.
Right.
What would you say tonight is your greatest management skill?
Spence, I believe my greatest management skill is the ability to communicate, to make quick and wise decisions.
Give the man some love for that, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to take you back to the police force again. What would you say is the most profound thing that you learned from your time, your 6 years on the police force? What is the most profound thing that you think you learned during those 6 years as a police officer?
Well, firstly, discipline. You learn discipline, you learn to function under pressure.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Discipline in that you must carry out instructions as given. We had a saying in the police force, you comply and then you complain.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
In the private sector, you find that persons get the instruction, they complain before they comply.
So just the other way with the police force.
It's the other way around. There's a lot of discipline. And then I learned a lot of management skills as a police constable.
Yes, sir.
There were circumstances that I had to make judgment calls
quickly
on the street
that
affect both myself, the individual that I was dealing with, and also the integrity of the police force.
Wow, wow, good stuff, good stuff. You just mentioned the word integrity, but John Maxwell, a leadership guru, in my opinion, says that everything rises and falls on leadership.
Yes.
How important do you think is integrity as it relates to leadership? You just mentioned integrity.
Integrity is of utmost importance to leadership. Without integrity, you will find issues with respect.
Yes, sir.
Persons has to respect a leader.
Yes.
And then persons have to want to follow you as a leader.
Yes, exactly.
If you have no integrity, no one would want to follow you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give the man the love. Give him the love. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Yes. You know, there's a saying, and I'll quote it tonight for you. Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore. What was your mindset when you decided to start your own business, to make that move from a police officer to the president and CEO of your own firm?
Well, there are a number of things that influenced my decision at the time. First and foremost, I've always had the desire and ambition or the urge to be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
But I think I got an early push in my last year in the police force, and I really started to look at opportunities outside of the force. Mm-hmm. Mind you, I enjoyed being a police officer. I'm very passionate about law enforcement. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I reached at a point that I wanted to move away and do something different, and I decided that this was my chance or my opportunity to go into business for myself and follow my dreams and aspirations and move toward my goals.
Good stuff. Give the man some more love. Give him some more love. You know, this show is about daring to be great. In your opinion, Mr. Greenslade, what makes the great great? Okay. What makes a great person a great person?
Okay. First of all, I think great people are positive thinkers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They weigh circumstances and look at the positive aspects rather than the negative effects.
Yes.
And move towards those positive aspects.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great people plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great people plan. Yes.
Yes. They set goals.
Yes.
They set goals. They know where they're going, and they plan how to get there.
Give the man some love.
And finally, on that point, Spence, great people develop other people.
Ah, that's the key. That's right. That's right. Yes, they certainly do. And that's a key point.
Exactly.
That's a key point.
And by doing so, they leave legacies for people to follow.
Give that man some more love. Mr. Greenslade, I want to just thank you very kindly for being here, taking time out of your schedule to be with us on Dare to Be Great. Thank you. Mr. Stephen Greenslade, President, CEO, ICS Security Bahamas Limited. Give the man some more love.
There comes a time in the eternal scheme of things when the earth is graced with the presence of a master portrait artist, an artist whose portraits radiate that special something that defies description and staggers the imagination. Once there was Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt, and Van Gogh. Now there is Roger D.
You go in there and you don't come out the same.
I'll tell anyone, listen, if you want a good portrait done of yourself, visit Roger D. I'm telling you, I was totally impressed with it. Wonderful work, wonderful work.
From the day I've entered that studio and the portraits that I had made, they were so fantastic. that I could never change him for no one else.
Call Roger D. There's no one else that can do the job like him. And I'm speaking from experience, there is no comparison.
For the best portraits on this side of heaven, come to Roger D.
Good evening. My guest this evening on Dare to Be Great is Magistrate Ancella Williams. Welcome to Dare to Be Great.
Thank you.
Good to have you here, yes. Tell us tonight, did you always know that you wanted to be an attorney?
Actually, I had made up my mind that I wanted to be an attorney at the age of 12.
Wow, from 12?
Yes, from 12.
It's almost like Dave Thomas of Wendy's. He knew from age 11 that he wanted to own his own restaurants.
Okay, all right.
That's powerful.
Right.
From 12, wow. Now, who were some of your early role models?
Well, it's interesting. In my family, first of all, there wasn't any particular individual who I could say I looked to as a complete role model. But my parents, to begin with, I must say I had very good parents.
Give them some love. Give them some love.
I'm the product of that. My father is deceased, and he'd always instilled in me just a desire and a love for learning, and just to treat with dignity and respect. I have to credit my mother for being my cheerleader growing up. She was always that person who encouraged me and let me know that I could do it.
And she's with us here tonight. Give us some love.
She is.
Good stuff, good stuff. You also have an uncle who is a high-ranking police officer.
I do. And I was about to say that I feel that I've been fortunate in my life. I've been tremendously blessed, I do have to say, because I also had aunts and uncles who poured into my life from an early age. One of my aunts is here tonight, Mrs. Lucy Taylor. My uncle who you mentioned, who is a high-ranking police officer, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Shannon Daw Evans. And I feel that I've been blessed in that regard because growing up, I think maybe it was because at that particular time, I was on both sides the only niece at that particular age. I had other nieces, I had other cousins, but perhaps that was the way Providence had it. But I was blessed to have been the benefactor of a lot of people pouring into my life and even my pastor.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, how were you able to make the transition from an attorney to a magistrate?
Well,
help us understand that tonight.
The thing is, I've always had a very strong leaning toward public service. There are so many people who look at the system, and we all know that, you know, the legal system has been under so much criticism. But there's so many people who look at the system and criticize it from the outside. But it's always best to see how you can look at it, to see how you can improve it. And so it was not so it was not a difficult transition for me at all. And of course, I had been married to a magistrate. Franklin had served as a magistrate for a number of years before going back to the Attorney General's office. But it was a smooth transition. I enjoy what I do. And like I say, it's never a dull moment.
Wonderful, wonderful. Give us some love. Now, Magistrate, success means different things to different people. What does success mean to you?
Well, Spence, success to me means finding something that you're passionate about. If you can find your niche, that thing that you feel that you were created by God to do, and if you can find that thing and do it, then in my view, you are successful, if you can do that. And then secondly, you are a successful individual if you are able to assist other people. Right. If you are able to
help someone along the way.
Exactly. You must be able to do that. Allow other persons to discover what their purpose is in life.
Wonderful.
And
good
that's
stuff.
my view.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Give us some more love. You know, someone once said that we need to have the kind of faith that the Apostle Paul talked about, to call for those things that be not as though they were. Now, how important has faith has been in your personal and professional life, Magistrate?
Absolutely important. Absolutely important. I know that I could not be where I am today. I would not be alive today if it had not been for God and for the fact that He's been so faithful to me. And one of the themes in my life that I've always said is that God is faithful.
Yes,
So
yes.
faith is extremely important to me.
Yes.
And I think that it really helps you to be a more balanced individual because we all go through challenges, we all face obstacles.
Right.
But when you know that you have the ability to pray to a God who listens and understands, that allows you to overcome any obstacles. So faith is extremely important.
More love, more love. You know, there's also a saying that readers are leaders. What was the last good book that you read, and how did it impact your life?
Well, the last good book I read was a book by Deborah Daughtry, and it was autobiographical. She's a millionaire, and she lives in Atlanta, and she had started her own business, and she had to go through so many odds in order to succeed. You know, she had to deal with not having the means to start her own business, but today she owns a chain of specialized care facilities for persons with special needs across Atlanta. And so that was very encouraging to me. And throughout it, she shares, you know, her experiences, how she overcame, and it's just a wonderful book to read.
Wow, powerful. Give us some love, give us some love. What advice can you give today to young persons who would like to join the profession of becoming a lawyer or an attorney? What advice can you give to these young people today?
Well, first of all, I would say to any young person who's looking at making a career choice, always ensure that the area going into is a field that you have a passion for.
Yes.
And so my advice to them would be, first of all, ensure that this is an area that you want to go into. Ensure that it's something that you're going to like. And then secondly, try to look at the area and see within the field of law what areas you think are in demand. Okay? And then after doing that, make up your mind that you're going to be determined to do the best that you can. And then this is also important. Don't look at the money. Once you have a passion for it, once you have a desire to serve, then go ahead and do it.
Yeah, there's a book that says that. Good stuff, good stuff. It says do what you love and the money will follow. Do what you love and the money will follow. At this time now, we're going to entertain a question from the great audience here at the Hilton Hotel tonight. Give them some love. Give them some love.
Good night, folks. My name is Antonio Notes. It's a beautiful show. It's nice to be here.
Thank you.
Magistrate, I'm of the opinion, I think, and a lot of us share the same opinion, that this is the greatest country in the world, this being the Bahamas. We also feel that there are a lot of things that we're doing as a people to mess it all up. In your opinion, what do you think that you could do more as a magistrate to help turn that whole wrongness around, if you want to put it that way?
Good question. Good question. Give him some love.
Thank you, Antonio, for your question. I share your sentiment that this is the greatest country on earth. I do believe that. One of the things that I try to do in my court, which is court number 6, is that whenever persons come before the court and they're charged with an offense, I always take that as an opportunity to talk to the individual. I always do. And so even when the person has been found guilty, and before imposing a sentence, we always try to find, and I know I'm not the only one who does this, just about all of the other magistrates, in fact, all do that. We never want to impose a prison sentence unless that's the last resort, and we absolutely must. But there are other ways that we try to assist the individual. If it is counseling that they need, then we're prepared to do that. We're prepared to send them to get the counseling. If there's a means of making restitution to the person who they offended, then we suggest that. So we always try to find ways to assist the persons who appear before the court. And that's something that I'm committed to doing, and I'm sure that others are as well. So I hope that that answers your question.
Thank you. Give us some love. Give us some love. Magistrate, I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule from the courts to spend time with us tonight on Dare to Be Great. Thank you very kindly.
You're welcome.
Give us some love. Magistrate Ancella Williams. You're welcome.
The most magnificent life heaven and earth and the brilliant sky in between. Blessed is this life, and I'm gonna celebrate being alive. Blessed is this life, and I'm gonna celebrate being alive.
There could be up to $50,000 just waiting for you in your 2009 BTC telephone directory. Win plasma TVs, washers and dryers, computers, airplane tickets, Blackberries, $500 gift certificates, and every week someone will win Go Yellow phone cards. The rules and entry forms are right in your 2009 telephone directory, or go online to www.bahamasYpages.com. So open up your 2009 telephone directory today. You could be a big winner in the BTC Directory Yellow Pages $50,000 prize giveaway.
Thank you for watching Dare to Be Great tonight. I want to leave you with this powerful quote right now. You know, a lot of us follow fashion in our lives and in this country particularly. I want to encourage you tonight, do not go where the path may lead, but instead go where there's no path and leave a trail. God bless you as you live your best life right now.
If you would like to advertise on this dynamic show, please call one of our advertising sales consultants, 242-393-3404.